What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I'm back today to give you a review of the Saucony Progrid Omni 9 Premium in this ivory and gray colorway. First off, I want to give a huge thank you over to Saucony Canada for sending me over this pair. This is a premium version of the Progrid Omni 9, which is one of Saucony's most popular silhouettes right now. Originally released as a performance running shoe, nowadays, keeping up with the trends, it's pretty much universally worn as a casual lifestyle sneaker, and it's even marketed under Saucony's lifestyle banner. So these retail for a price of $150 US or $190 here in Canada, and the official colorway for this shoe, according to the website, is ivory and gray. So taking a look at the details of the sneaker, on the toe box you can see how the base layer of the sneaker is constructed out of a tightly wound, off-white colored mesh. Overlaid on both sides of the toe box, we have an off-white colored suede, and this is more of a flatter suede to the touch, and the suede covering the front toe box is slightly darker, and we have these glossy overlays on the top. This same suede covers the sides of the toe box as well, and then right above this has these 4 lines of stitching, giving it slightly more of a quilted look. Covering the eyelets we have more suede, and then overlaid on the lateral side of the mid panel, we have a synthetic leather layer here, which does give the side of the shoe a little bit more containment and support. And then stitched on top of this, constructed out of gray suede, we have the signature Saucony stripe. When you compare this to the medial side, so instead of having that synthetic leather, on this side we have just more suede instead. Moving downwards, we have more of that off-white colored suede. This runs down towards the end of the shoe, and then above this we have this gray colored mesh, and then on the bottom we have this dark gray colored suede. Covering the heels of the shoe, we have this dark gray tumbled leather with Omni 9 branding debossed across, and then on the bottom and top of the heel we have this gray mesh, along with a hit of red colored suede in the middle, again with another Saucony logo. As far as the laces go, so this pair only comes with one lace option, and they're a flat style lace done in this very light tan or beige color. Underneath this, the tongue is covered in a mix of off-white and gray colored mesh, and then on the top of the tongue we have another suede layer here, and we have Saucony branding pressed across the top in red. The back of the tongue and the interior of the shoe, this is lined in mesh as well. And then for the insoles, these come with a pretty well padded foam lined insole, and then we have this red colored Saucony branding pressed onto the heel. When I remove the insoles, you'll see that instead of a cloth or stroller board, we actually have another layer of foam here as well, which adds to the overall comfort of this shoe. Basically, you're stepping on 2 levels of foam, the insole and the strobel. So the upper of the Progrid Omni 9 sits atop this EVA foam midsole, which is painted primarily in this gray color. We also have Saucony's SRC technology, which is Super Rebound Compound. This is visible on the lateral forefoot, as well as this darker gray area on the heel, and this in combination with Progrid technology. This is this red colored hit on the top. This helps with not only impact protection, but it gives the wearer a more smooth transition from heel to toe. And then for the outsole, so this is done in this black colored rubber. We have this exposed foam as well, giving the shoe a little bit more flexibility. And then in the middle, we have a TPU shank plate, and this is there to help with torsional rigidity and midfoot support. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this shoe. And for those wondering about how these fit, to me these fit more or less like a typical Progrid Omni 9, so I prefer to go true to size. My foot measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side. I got sent these in a size 10 and they fit me nicely in a snug way. So if you're someone that has like a really wide foot, or you're just someone that prefers more of a spacious, roomy toe box, then you can definitely go a half size up as well. But for me, because I like more of that exact one-to-one fit, going true to size fits me perfectly fine. So again, it comes down to personal preference, whether you go true to size or half size up, just depending on the width of your foot and how you personally like your shoes to feel. Moving on to the comfort of the sneaker. So overall, these are a decently comfortable sneaker. They give you a good balance of plushness with stability and support. So at no point when you're wearing these shoes do you feel like you're going to be unstable or wobbly, but you can feel a decent amount of that step-in comfort right away. So these I really recommend if you're looking for like an everyday comfortable sneaker that's not going to break the bank. I think this is a really solid option if you're looking for a brand that's a little bit different from what's super popular right now, like New Balance, Asics, and Nikes, for example. I think this is one of the more slept on silhouettes. Finally, in terms of the quality and craftsmanship, so even though this is labeled as a premium version, honestly, the materials were really nothing special. Yes, they do utilize genuine suedes on this shoe, but the suedes didn't really feel that good. They had a bit of a scratchy feel to the touch, and you can really tell that it's not like a really good cut of suede. At the same time, the overall build of the shoe, it wasn't perfect. There weren't any major issues that I could see, but just little things that I could nitpick about. Like, there was quite a few areas that had dried glue on it, and a couple areas on the shoe, the stitch job wasn't finished that well. So again, nothing that was a deal breaker, but considering these are labeled as the Progrid Omni 9 Premium, I kind of expected something a little bit more than what I got in hand. So with all of that out of the way now, let's toss these on feet. I'll lace them up for you and I'll show you guys how these look. If you can get aside from the fact that the material quality and the overall finishing on the shoe wasn't the best, I think this is a solid option for an everyday casual use sneaker. First of all, I think the colorway of the shoe is pretty clean. It's not totally leaning in towards the classic dad shoe look, and I think it's because they utilize a lot of suede on this shoe, and even utilizing more off-white or beige tones, it gives the shoe a bit more of a modern feel. And I actually really like these red colored hits on the back. For some reason, the first thing I thought of when I saw this colorway is that it kind of reminded me of the Nike Pigeon Dunk. I know it's a stretch, but the color combination of the gray with this reddish hit on the back, that's just what my mind gravitated towards. And if you don't want to pay the full retail price for these shoes, I would not be surprised if these were eventually discounted or went on sale. So keep your eye out on this model if you are potentially interested. Again, from a comfort standpoint, I don't think you're going to be disappointed. So leave your thoughts down below, let me know what do you guys think about this pair, and is this something you would potentially pick up? Are you waiting for these to go on sale or for the right price? Or you're just not feeling the colorway or the model and it's a pass for you? As usual, if you guys enjoyed this review, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at esco8, check me out on X at sean.go spelled out, and visit my website at seango.ca. So thanks everyone for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll catch all of you in my next video.